Hey everybody, Mikey Chris here with Montrose Kia, coming at you with another video. In my last video, we had discussed ways to keep your car payments as low as possible. Today we're gonna build on that a little more by talking about the best deal cliche. So let's go ahead and dive in. So quite often, when people are car shopping, you're gonna hear the term best deal or good deal thrown around pretty religiously. Now, what does this mean exactly? What is a good deal? What is the best deal? Well, a good deal is in the eye of the beholder. So what may sound like a good deal to you may not sound like a good deal to somebody else, vice versa. So in my experience of selling cars over the last 4 years, I've come to the conclusion that most people define a good deal or the best deal is which dealership or manufacturer was able to offer them the lowest monthly payment. Now, I can completely understand this. Obviously the lower your payment, the better, and that's something that all of us want. So when you heard that last statement, and in your mind you said, well, exactly, that's exactly what the best deal is, that's exactly what a good deal is. Today, I'm gonna point out some things for you that's gonna challenge that train of thought, and maybe have you look at, a car deal from several other different perspectives. The first thing that I wanna point out is how to properly set your budget. Now, setting a specific payment that you want to be at and then go shopping with that payment in your head isn't the best way to do it. What you need to do when you set your budget is give yourself a range. Say, I want to be $350 to $400. I want to be $400 to $500. What that does is it opens you to all of those different numbers that are in between, and is definitely going to help when you're shopping for vehicles, across several manufacturers. So with that logic in mind, you may find yourself wanting to shop several different dealerships, which, hey, you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. If you want to go, out there and look at Hyundai, look at Honda, Ford, Chevy, come here, see me, look at Kia, that's great. I would encourage you to find a vehicle that you definitely want to purchase. But a big mistake that people often make is they buy from the brand that offers them the lowest monthly payment. Let's use this example. So you go to Ford, you go to Chevy, you go to Buick, you go to Hyundai, you go to Kia, you go to Honda, and you get quotes from all of these different manufacturers, and you have several different payment quotes in line. So let's say Honda has offered you the lowest payment, right? Would you then go into a Mercedes dealership and say, hey, Honda's gonna get me to $350. Will you get me in this CL 450 for less than that? They're gonna tell you no, obviously. Now, Mercedes is a premium brand. Obviously, they cost more. So it's just an example, to scale things and help put that perspective in. So the reason why this can become problematic, different manufacturers have different incentives. They change every month. The good news is this is all information that you can find out right from the comfort of your couch. You can go online to different manufacturer websites and see what they're currently offering. This is gonna obviously have an effect on the payment. If one brand has a $1,000 rebate and another doesn't, that'll affect the payment. If one brand has an incentivized APR that's different from another brand, this will also have an effect on the monthly payment. So, okay, let's say that yes, lowest payment is the best deal. So one manufacturer quotes you $500 a month, another manufacturer quotes you at $450. So $450 is the lower payment, it's the best deal, right? There are other factors to consider here. That brand that quoted you $500 a month, are they at a 6% rate? Are they at an 8? The brand that quoted you $450, are they at an 8? Are they at a 10? Your rate is obviously going to determine how much money you spend over time in your overall cost. So that's another thing that's important to look at too. In the end, how much is this vehicle going to cost you over time? Which vehicle is going to require less maintenance? Which vehicle has a better warranty in case something goes wrong? So now you can see that there are several other factors that are going to tie into quote unquote best deal. All right, so let's say now you've shopped a couple manufacturers, you've narrowed it down to several different vehicles that you really like. So let's just use an example here. Say you came over here and saw me at Kia, we quoted you $400 a month on a Kia Sportage. All right, then you head over to the Ford dealership, you get quoted $350 a month on an EcoSport. Well, those vehicles are not in the same class. A Ford Escape is going to be what's comparable with the Kia Sportage. So naturally, if you're going with a smaller size segment that's a lower cost, of course it's going to be a lower monthly payment. A thing that you really need to ask yourself is, which vehicle did you like more? Did you prefer the EcoSport and hey, it's a lower payment, win-win? Or did you maybe like the Sportage a little bit more, and are you willing to pay $50 more a month to have a vehicle that you like more? Another thing to realize is, yes, it's important to buy a vehicle that is within your budget and live within your means. However, it's also very important that you purchase a vehicle that you like and are comfortable driving with. The reason that I say that, I can't tell you how many times I've seen here, customer comes in, they have a car that they bought maybe a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, and they say, Mikey, I don't like this car. You know, at the time it was the lowest payment that I was quoted and I bought it, but after I've been driving it, I just really don't like it. It doesn't have the features that I wanted, it doesn't fit my needs. So then now they want to trade out of it. Well, only owning the vehicle for such a little period of time, you know, new vehicles do depreciate. Now you might find yourself in a situation where you have some negative equity. So now to get into a newer vehicle that you like is going to ultimately make your monthly payment higher anyway. This is exactly why it's important when you're shopping for a car, of course, to consider your budget, but also buy a vehicle that you do like and are going to be comfortable driving over the next several years. One of the big reasons why it's important to purchase a vehicle that you like, or at least somewhat like, is considering how much time we all spend in our vehicles. We're going to be using this vehicle to go to and from work. We're going to be using this vehicle to go to family functions. We're going to take it on vacations. Plenty of other reasons why we're going to spend a lot of time in these vehicles too. We all work hard for our money, right? I mean, I work hard. I know that you work hard. We deserve to have something, you know, that's comfortable for us, that's nice and fits our personality and fits our needs. As I mentioned earlier, a good deal is in the eye of the beholder. So what I consider a good deal may not necessarily be the same for you. I like different cars, you like different cars. I have a different budget, you have a different budget. So the ultimate thing to really ask yourself, did you get a good deal, is did you buy a vehicle that fits your budget? Did you buy a vehicle that you like? Are you completely satisfied with the vehicle that you bought? So, thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. I have noticed that several of the last few videos I've posted have gotten quite a few views, so I do appreciate you guys tuning in. It really motivates me to continue making these so that you guys can get a better understanding of the car buying process in general. If you have questions for me, you know, whether you want to come into Kia, look at the product that we have, or even if you don't want to purchase a Kia and just want some advice in general about buying your next car, I'm here to help. I'm glad to provide you with any knowledge that you may need and give you my most professional opinion. So once again, thanks for watching. I hope to hear from you guys soon.
Buy art for my dad.